What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Crimson Lounge, back again with another episode of Primordials Bounty. Say hi, everybody.
Buckshin.
Hello.
Quick disclaimer, we are all just figments of your imagination. Please don't leave.
No!
You broke the rule!
Yes, we're back at it again. And, we have some news. So, On's not going to be a part of the game. We don't know if this is a permanent thing or not, but due to real-life things coming in, with what's going on with On, unfortunately, he has to take a step back from the game.
A moment of silence.
Indeed. We do have a new player, but we will introduce him when his character gets introduced. Other than that, how's everybody doing?
Shit.
My weekend's too short and my weeks are too long.
I'm just here.
Yeah. Sounds about right on all scales.
I drank 3 cans of C4 yesterday, and I was riding the high of my life. And then I went to sleep, woke up this morning, and I was the most tired human being I've ever been in years.
C4? Ugh.
Sounds about right.
My brain initially thought you meant the literal stuff.
No,
Gross.
the energy drink.
No, he was talking about
No, for like a few hours, like time was moving slow, and I swear, like I could stop time.
It's like that one episode of Futurama where Fry drinks 100 cups of coffee.
Coffee.
And he just enters that golden state where he's calm and he's like Quicksilver.
What's up, Crimson Lounge? I'm Barry Allen. I'm the fastest jackass alive.
What's up, Crimson Lounge? I'm SonicClyde, the fastest person alive.
Brilliant. Planning on running, well, outside of this, I'm planning on running a one-shot for my IRL friends again. This time, I'm taking them to the world of Final Fantasy 1.
Nice.
Yo,
Nice.
Goody gumdrops.
Yeah.
I'm actually opening up, doing some tests right now on a game type that I have where, each person is actually has a party of 3, and if you probably know what this is if I'm talking about it, but it's supposed to be kind of like dark and darker playstyle for D&D. Basically, it's a player versus environment extraction looter. Each party is going to have like 2 bounties they're going in to really take out. You don't really have to get the bounties, but you can go around, loot stuff, get experience, and get out. That's the main gist.
That is an interesting concept.
Yeah, there's some kinks to work out, so I'm going to be testing it first, but I might be throwing once I test it out a couple times and like get a couple DMs to run games. I might throw open a West March for it.
Well, there's at least there's that for it. Hopefully it works out, but
It probably won't. We all know. But
no, that's a really complicated and very ambitious thing to do. But like,
yeah, who knows? Who knows what will come of it? I'm just trying.
Well, here's to hoping everything works out.
And if it doesn't, you know what not to do.
And if it doesn't, then I kill it with fire.
Speaking of mechanical stuff, I have made a change to the lingering injury table. So far, it's still in the works, but I got the skeletons of it. So instead of there being 100 different tables, essentially, it just boils down to 3, depending on what you get attacked with: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. And essentially, you roll a d20. Well, after you fail the con save or something like that. Still working on that bit. You roll a d20. And if you roll a 1 through 12, you get a minor injury. And you can choose where this minor injury goes. Like, it can be on your hand, your arm, your leg, your foot. You can get hit in the eye, the torso, the head, stuff like that.
Minor
you basically
injury,
choose.
Toe. You stub the toe.
I mean, that people shoot themselves in the foot so they can get out of war because they can't walk right. So.
Yeah, true.
That, and also it's like, isn't like the pinky toe supposed to help you walk around or something like that?
Actually, yes, it does help with your balance.
So there you go. But yes, essentially, so basically I'm giving you the option to choose what this lingering injury is. And the downside is not as harsh. Mostly lingering, so far the minor ones are like a -1 to attack rolls and perception checks or something along those lines. Basically, you gives you a -1 penalty. Majors -2. If you get hit in the foot, you get like a -10 feet to your speed. But that also goes with the fact that you have ways of healing yourselves. That doesn't revolve. Well, I mean, there's downtime and all that, but healing spells heal the wounds and stuff like that. And if you do a medical check, you can basically treat a major, or a moderate wound as a major wound. So it gives something for the med kits as well. I don't know if we're going to test this out today, but I just wanted to let you know that that's so far what I've been working on, and it's coming together pretty well, I think.
Well, we'll be able to run tests on it as time goes on, but yeah.
Yeah.
But with that out of the way, we can go ahead and hop right back into the world of Primaria and continue on where we last left off. When we last left our crew, Starzin the Lalafell Artificer, Sips the Slimefolk Monk, and Tide the Water Genasi Jaeger, after gathering Harvey the Dwarven Artificer and Shockrays the Gem Dragonborn Warden, the crew departed Everpeak to protect Priest Thalrin as he performed the rite to purify and reset the forest's barrier stone. As the rite began, wave after wave of blights pour out of the Everglow forest, determined to stop the rite at any cost. The battle was long, brutal, and exhausting, but as the final round came to a close and the last tree blight fell, a surge of pure, radiant blue magic tore through the forest. In an instant, every blight within a mile was reduced to nothing as the barrier was finally restored. With the forest momentarily at peace, the crew made their way to the Temple of Fiáin. Inside, they found the goddess's followers, weary, shaken, but unbroken. The High Priestess Ilyana and Ice Genasi welcomed the party and thanked them for saving the faithful from destruction. Just as tensions began to ease, a lone crow arrived bearing a letter and a vial of black glitter. The message was from Elijah, the tiefling sorcerer. He proposed a deal, to meet in the realm of dreams. Using the glitter to fall under the effects of the dreams spell, the crew accepted. Elijah offered to help free Iris the Vazorn rogue and Akane the half-wood elf Samsari on the condition that he and his wife Glinda are allowed to escape the island. Realizing he was on the losing side of a much larger conflict, he wants out before things grew worse. The crew countered with their own demands of claiming Captain Morana's ship and part of their crew. He agreed, on one final, humiliating condition. Tide had to perform a naked, ridiculous dance. The deal was struck, dignity was lost, and one enemy was removed from the board. As the crew awoke from the dream, a new plan begins to take shape. It only begs the question, what do you guys want to do?
Well, Starzin obviously would probably be waking up, heading towards like wherever the temple's entrance would be, basically just kind of sitting and waiting. Just like you know what I mean. Like he would just obviously be
like a dog waiting at the windshield for his owners to come home.
For lack of better phrasing, yeah, pretty much. Like that's literally what it is, because like because in his mind he's like, okay, we negotiated, I fought tooth and nail for this. I'm sitting here and waiting till I see it, and I'm not moving from this fucking spot.
So while you're doing that, Priestess Ilyana will go ahead and walk up to you, Tide, and then we'll go ahead and ask, like, so how was what was all in the conversation with this Elijah fellow? Did everything go as planned?
Well, somewhat mostly unplanned. Actually, quite a bit of unexpectedness. Mostly they're willing to give us our comrades, or their comrades, back in exchange for letting him and his wife run off. After some further negotiations from her, kind of head gesturing towards Ilyana, she managed to convince him to do a mutiny when their crew and group find them. So, in short, he's waiting for their friends to come back, seeing if they're gonna hold up their ends of the deal. But we also learned some other things. The rest of the civilians aren't gonna make it.
Those who are worshippers of ruin often tend to find ways to make loopholes around deals that they make when it comes to their own freedoms or giving knowledge to those that crave said knowledge. However, I don't see any loopholes that he can break out of that would indicate him backstabbing any of you. So I think you should be fine, but I would recommend you keep a vigilant eye on things until the deal is done.
I suspected that. I wasn't gonna let my guard down completely, but I don't think he's following Fiáin themselves. I think it was the captain that kind of led that sort of thing. Actually, it reminds me something. When all this went down, do you think you have any ideas of how they tempered with the barrier initially?
I'm not 100% sure. I've been trapped in here ever since the barrier was corrupted. It could be due to the tainted magic that was used to was gained from the sorcerer who follows ruin. It can also be the druid woman that used magic to corrupt the runes that are on the stone. It could be a multitude of things, and I don't know.
Couldn't one or both of them use one of those, what are those platelets that we were at that reset the barrier? Couldn't they interact with one of those and cause it?
I mean, I would assume that's how they did it in the first place. I don't quite understand the question you're asking.
Well, think of it like this. Queen's now fallen back. What do you think her next step will be? Cut tails and run, or try to push forward again, just with double force? I suspect they're going to try to do that again, but try to completely corrupt the barrier.
Well, now that we know what their plan is, it would be highly more impossible for them to do so. And as she says that, she turns to Thalrin, who is like, Yep, I made sure to add some extra protection this time.
Yeah, we
Took
know
almost
that.
all the energy out of me on that one.
You did good. You did good, Mr. Thorin. Sir Thorin.
Eh, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down for a minute. I'm too old for this. As he goes over to a conveniently placed rocking chair. Uh, I trust Father Thorin's capabilities. If he put in the magic to make it enable for them to recreate what they did before, then I believe that we should be safe for now. But odds are, but the thing is, we are still trapped in here as long as the Galthius tree is still moving around in the forest.
Maybe that's it. It's just a thought, though, but what if the Galthius tree interacted with one of those spots?
If
Maybe
it
that
gets
might be
near... Well, the thing is, the Galthius tree hasn't even come close to here yet.
Yeah.
The barrier was See, they corrupted the barrier to the point where we couldn't leave our own barrier. They couldn't get in still. They just wanted us to starve out.
No, I understand that. But what I'm getting at here is that they may attempt this again, or even full on try to corrupt the barrier. We know that probably won't happen, but we don't know if they do. They might try that. We might be able to trap them then. Get an upper hand. I just kind of looking for a way to upper hand them, that's it.
Well, if what you say is true, and this Elijah fellow is planning on leaving, I highly doubt they would have the same amount of energy they would need to fully corrupt it. After all, with the amount that they did to prevent us from leaving, I highly doubt they have the capability, the energy to corrupt it completely and destroy the barrier.
I don't doubt that. I just wish I knew where they were so I can get a sneak attack on them. I just hate waiting.
I might know a person that might be able to help you. On at least try and help you search for these awful people.
That sounds like a good lead I want to hear.
Come, follow me. I'll go ahead and take you to him.
Before he goes, he looks over, seeing Starzin, but instead looks to Sips and goes, "Hey, Sips, wanna come with me?"
I would love to come along and help help look for this person.
All right, let's get going. Lead the way.
Oh, I'm in charge now. Okay, I start walking.
I was gesturing it to the NPC. Sorry.
Should have been clear. Alright, so you begin to go ahead and you walk your way to the upper floors of this temple, which leads into something of the guest quarters, per se. And as you do, you see an interesting looking individual. Tank, if you would like to go ahead and explain what your character looks like.
Alright, sure. You would see a spring Eladrin who looks pretty young, or Eladrin or elves. He has verdant green hair, golden brown eyes. His skin kind of looks like oak, like brown oak from a tree. And on his head he has 2 curled up horns, which isn't unusual for spring Aladdin because they often look like antlers or tree branches, but his look more different. He's wearing sorry to say, am I wearing my winter clothes?
I would definitely say you'd be wearing your winter clothes right now.
Okay. Then he's wearing a parka with a belt, with a basically kind of like a utility belt on his waist, green bandana on his neck. And when you look at his hands, or if you would notice, you would notice that the nails are very long and sharp, with tracks of something white on his hands and staff.
I went ahead and post the
He,
image on the Discord.
Nice. That's a surprise. My
He
character
is.
says out loud.
Yes, Zephyrin.
huh? You would see that he's like engrossed in a book right now with another book at the side that he's writing into, and he kind of like almost cartoonishly stumbles over himself, like, "Huh? Yes, yes. How can I be of assistance?"
Well, we have some adventurers that are here to help us in our time of crisis. They actually helped in reverting the barrier back to its original ways.
I know. I saw them out through my window, taking notes of them. Hello,
Well, hi. Name's Tide.
my nice to meet you. My name is Zephyrin Windroot,
Zephyrin.
and yep, and he's gonna hold out his hand to shake yours.
Tide goes and shakes his hand. I think I should describe Tide for Tank, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Tide is of a water genasi with a deepish green blue skin and hair color with, if I remember correctly, is it blue eyes? God, it's been a while. Where did I put his description?
I don't know. What did you have your character's eyes have?
The image is too small for me to figure out. I'll have to find a picture and say it later. But he's wearing mostly leathers and a large coat with a sword, with a short sword on his belt and a revolver pistol on the other side. He looks to be more of a combat-focused individual with hair pulled back into braids. Nice to meet you.
This,
This,
you,
Hmm?
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot to introduce someone. Tressie, come here. And you will see lying down is a kind of sphinx-looking cat with fur, but with very large wings.
So not a Sphinx cat.
It looks similar enough in his mind.
Very short-haired Sphinx cat.
Yes, this is my partner and research assistant, Tressie. Tressie, say hello to the people. And he just meows. No, I'm sorry, she meows.
got a cat.
Man, I miss the days where I can do an actual cat voice.
Yes.
I'm too much of a man. It's fucking Adam's apple. Makes it sound like I'm dying of smoke. Oh, that was good. Regardless.
Anyways. He looks a little surprised and goes, "Well, you are full of surprises. I didn't even expect to see a spring lantern around here of all places."
Oh, it's no problem. Many Eladrin don't ever leave the Fey realm, especially spring.
Yes, Zephyrin is from the Feywild. While he was traveling through the material plane, he happened upon our temple. Unfortunately, he came at the wrong time due to the pirates corrupting the barrier.
Well, must have been a suck coincidence, I guess.
I'm on a pilgrimage, so you say. I just finished school and I came from Strixhaven. You ever heard of it?
Nope.
It's a...
Nope.
Alright,
No. Bad.
No.
Ooh.
We're
getting
not
easily raised.
crossing dimensions that fucking fast.
Wizards of the Coast are at the door.
Doesn't exist. Just because you have a background from that doesn't mean it's from that. God damn it.
No, you come from Stinkhaven.
No.
Alright.
You come from Hogwarts.
Oh yeah. And then J.K. Rowling's
I
gonna
was
come
thinking
out.
about saying that. I was thinking about saying that too.
But yes, continue. Go on.
I came from a magic university. And I want to explore. You know, see the world that I've taken for granted all these decades. And besides, I haven't been here much for very long. Only 3-5 years. Not that long.
Huh. Well, it must have been a very shit coincidence that you ended up here at the worst time when it's locked down. And anyways, weird help.
Yes, what help do you require?
Speaking of which, me and the companions I've been around with gestures to Sips.
Sips kind of like comes up from behind, being as she kind of stood off in the back a little bit, more observing. She walks up, and she's has her arms crossed, and she just like raises her right hand, her other hand still on that arm, and just kind of like waves at you.
Hello. And as he waves, Tressie, his cat, is going to fly towards you and sniff you to see if you're poisonous.
What color am I?
I think you're purple right now.
Ha! I'm not poisonous.
I'm venomous.
I'm venomous.
Let me. Oh, I think I deleted your thing. I think you are purple. I think you picked purple poison.
No, green. Wait, is purple poison?
Yeah, purple's
Yeah.
poison.
Yeah,
It's
purple's
resistant.
poison.
I am poisonous.
Yes, you are. Oh, I remember, because we were making the joke that you were giving people purple flurps.
Oh, purple slurps. Oh,
You would just see that the cat just hisses at you and fly towards me. She says you're poisonous.
well, I would think that's because I am.
Oh,
At least
interesting.
form.
Oh, you can
Oh,
transform
yeah,
too.
You changed colors, didn't you? Like, you were red earlier.
Interesting.
That's a lot to explain. Quite a long story, actually, how I am.
Well, I have sentries if you ever want to talk about it.
She would smile. There's a little bit of a smirk there. As she says, if I ever find time.
Well, that time hopefully will be later. We got more pressing matters to deal with.
Oh,
Indeed.
yes, I'm sorry.
Indeed.
You said you needed something from me.
Yes, we are in need of your assistance. I know the magics that you have that have been blessed upon you and your circle. And in order for this nightmare to finally end, I believe that these individuals are going to need your help in vanquishing these foes and setting the Everglow Forest back to once it was originally.
Okay. What specifically do you need help with, or need my assistance with?
Finding the Galthius tree and destroying it, and the pirates that tried to disrupt the balance of the Everglow Forest along with it.
I would be most honored to help.
Ilyana will go ahead and give like a soft smile as you say that. And it's like, Well, for now, I know that you've all had a long and hard-fought battle. You are free to stay here as long as you wish. Magic can now flow freely without any disruptions.
Hmm, that's good. Because I
Excellent.
kind of do need rest after that last battle. Never been smacked by a giant tree before. I think I'm gonna go find some place to bunk up.
I've been there. As Zephyrin pulls up like his parka sleeve, and you see like a gash on his arm that's healed from years ago.
You know, Tide, it's probably not going to be the last time you're smacked by a giant tree. We are hunting down a Gothias tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna keep reminding me of that.
Don't worry, you can always stand behind me if you need a little bit of a break.
No. Thanks, but no. I'm not gonna just stand behind and let everyone else do the work. I came this far, might as well see it to the end.
She flips around and winks at you. I'm counting on it.
He just raises his hand around his head and just waves it off as he leaves.
So, as you go ahead and you walk down back the stairs to find a nice, cozy place to settle down, you see, Ziliana caring to stitch, just small stuff. Zephyrin, as you look down, you can actually sense a bit of cursed energy, cursed magic coming from Ziliana.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Sensing that a potential friend may be sick or something.
Sorry, what?
No, it's sensing a potential ally might be cursed.
You go ahead and you call back to your time in your university, and you realize that Ziliana, based off the dark aura that's coming off of her, you get the sense that she uses witchcraft,
Hmm.
which is
Well.
which is mostly known for being used in Skaith's domain.
Hmm. Well, nothing too concerning, I guess. And Zephyr's just gonna pack up his stuff.
As a reminder, Skaith's domain is the exact opposite of everything that that Fiáin's about. And Fiáin
more
is the
like-
goddess of the Feywild.
It's more like
it's been a while
Nichols?
since I've read the lore. Sorry.
God damn it.
Here I go murdering again.
Oh boy. here I go
Okay,
murdering
then
again.
then he's gonna have the opposite reaction. He kind of just look like, huh? How did I not notice this earlier?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
As you say that, Ilyana will go ahead and approach you and say, "Do not worry. She is on our side, as it would seem. Despite the magic that she carries, she was responsible in helping restore the barrier."
Yes, just to get to the heart of this tree, potentially.
Well, if it comes down to it, we will not hesitate to restrain her or kick her out of here. But as far as we are aware, and what Priest Thalrin has declared, she is our guest, at least for this very moment.
If she does anything to hurt the forest, I will eat her. You know this.
And if she does anything to this force as well, I will aid you in that.
I'm doing my part.
Fiáin might be forgiving, but she won't turn a blind eye to evil.
Why is she even helping us to begin with? What is that? What do you know of their group's goal?
I honestly don't. They just arrived here just today. I mean, so far
And
they're just
taking them
just
somewhere
helping.
so holy.
I mean, if they were to cause harm, they would have done it by now, or at least aided the pirates in helping them get to here by force. But so far, they both save Father Thalrin from being tortured or executed by the hands of the pirates, and they did reset the barrier. So far, they have the benefit of the doubt for right now.
Hey DM, is this conversation quiet?
I think it's kind of hushed, but it's not. But it's like, you know, if you're listening out for it, you would hear it.
But I like to listen.
So,
But I like listening, DM.
yes, you hear this conversation.
I nearly did a
Very-
spectate. What did you roll?
Yeah, what did you roll?
Nat 20.
What did
nat
you roll,
20.
Clyde?
I rolled a nat 20 for 26.
Damn.
Brilliant. So yeah, you hear this conversation. What are you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
Absolutely nothing.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Well, you're not gonna defend your captain's honor.
What honor? My captain don't have honor.
The worst part is if Om actually was here, he would say, no, that's accurate.
My captain don't have honor.
Fair enough.
Tell me Om wouldn't say that.
I would be so proud at this moment.
I thought for a second. Sips would kind of turn around, and just kind of like look at both of them. She's walking backwards this entire time, by the way, still, because we're still walking, right?
I mean, if you want to be walking, you can be.
Sure, gotcha. And she is going to smile and say, "We don't really have any goals, other than to just be free and let other people be free."
Can I insight check that?
If that's what Sips wants, if Sips allows it, sure.
Yeah, you can insight me. Yeah. Sips
23.
is
Wait.
completely honest.
Yeah, go ahead and say your roll, and then Sips goes ahead and says what you get
Oh,
with that.
I rolled a 23.
Sips is not lying to you, at least anything from you can detect. Her body language seems completely forthcoming, in fact, a little bit too naive.
Huh. Why serve the lady that you serve if you're so free-spirited and kind, or at least non-malicious?
Sips would stop for a second, think to herself. You could see her actually bring her hand up to her face and start tapping on her temple.
Does her finger go
Well,
inside her head?
No.
Oh,
Well, because I've not really thought about it. I mean, she hasn't done any wrong as far as I've seen, and she's a friend. She might have some weird ways of doing things herself. But as far as I know, she's always had the good of others in her heart.
as politely as Zephyrin can say this, he's going to look at you and say, "History has said otherwise about your goddess."
My goddess. Now, who are we talking about? I was talking about the captain.
I'm sorry, just DM, but what's her god name again? What did I sense off of her?
You you sense dark magic coming from her. It doesn't mean that it's just what Skaith, which by the way it's a guy, Skaith is known for having is dark magic, like curses and stuff like that.
Do you not follow Skaith, or at least practice his teachings?
Well, I don't at all. Though I don't know if my captain does.
Then
DM,
why are you cloaked in him?
I think you need to be more clear, DM. I think you need to be more clear, DM.
I don't know. What do you want me to be more clear about?
He thinks I'm the one cloaked. He thinks I'm the one cloaked.
Why would he think that you're the one cloaked?
Guys,
You just said it was
I
coming
think
off
I
of him.
understand what's going on.
He said it was coming off of the other character. The old player's character.
Ziliana. Yeah, the captain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then why is your captain? Why do you follow such a dark cloaked figure? I'm sorry.
There you go.
Fuck's sake.
There you go. That's better.
There we go. All right. So, Sip says she might have some shady ways of doing things. Maybe not my style per se, but she has always came through. And, albeit, I will admit, I have kind of been on the fence about her before. But trust me, she's a good person. And even when something seems bad, sometimes there might still be some good in it.
As you're having this conversation, you actually see Ziliana poke her head and look over to you lot as she walks over to you all and is like, "So what are you talking about over here?"
Oh, just talking about, well, how some things aren't as it seems, Captain.
And who is this? Looking directly at you, Zephyrin.
I am Zephyrin. Your friends have asked me for help, and he's kind of just like very shiftily looking at her, hearing what Sip said, but is also like,
If you want, you can roll an insight check on her.
Alright. 15 insight.
You don't get a sense of evil intent coming for her. You get a sense that she's a bit crafty, but you don't get the sense that she wants to do any harm to anybody here. But you definitely get the sense that she is
Crafty.
yeah, crafty in a way. Well, it's a pleasure to have you on board. If you're here to help us.
I will help as much as I can.
I'm gonna run off into the distance and start picking on Ty.
Alright. With that conversation done, I guess, Ziliana will go ahead and walk off to another corner.
Definitely gonna get his stuff ready.
You guys are probably gonna spend a night here before you head out.
Okay, good, because that way... Well, in that case, Zephyrin will just spend some time. Because he only needs 4 hours.
That's fair.
Which he finds very weird in this world, in material plane.
4 hours for him is technically about around 12 hours for rest.
Exactly, he's like, why are you guys so lazy? You rested 4 hours, that should be enough.
So, with that out of the way, Starzin, How are you feeling right now?
He's kind of just where he is, anxious, but just trying to keep himself contained. Like kind of like the best way I can describe it is, you remember from Soul Eater when Medusa was like trying to negotiate a deal with Death for her safety in exchange for information, and she's like, they'll take the information, they'd be fools not to. You're fine, but she's still like thinking about the alternative.
Yeah, I know that scene. I know what you're talking about.
That's pretty much where Starzin's mind is. It's like, he's pretty reliably trusting in the fact that they're going to come back to that. Akane and Iris are going to come back. It's just, there's that lingering feeling in the back of his head that's like keeping him on edge.
So hear me out.
Kind of just quiet and anxious is the best way to say it.
What if someone tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Loosen up, Buttercup"?
Brilliant.
In fact,
you may test that assumption at your own peril.
Can I go and do that, DM? Can I go and do that?
If you wish, I won't stop you.
Yo, all right. I'm gonna see Starzin off in his little brooding corner, being sad and whatnot, and I'm just gonna walk over. Yeah. I'm sure. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder.
He is going to jump and bring his fist like around for a backhand, sees it's you, and just stops before it hits you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just you, Sips.
I'm gonna put up a single finger, push down your fist, and I'm gonna be like, you should loosen up, Buttercup.
Thanks for the tip. You come here for anything else other than to tease me?
No, other than maybe to find out how you're doing. Why are you so uptight?
I'm just anxious.
Worried about Iris?
Yes, but I'm also worried about Akane too. I can't help that there's just knowing what we know about how everything turned out with everybody else in those that got kidnapped and put in those pods. While Elijah did say that they are unharmed and going to be delivered back to us relatively safely, there's just the lingering fear in the back of my head that something might have happened to them that he wasn't letting on about.
And if it did?
I don't know what I'm gonna do then. I'm trying not to think about that. I'm trying to just hope that they're okay.
I think they're going to be fine.
So, what did the rest of you guys go do?
So we found an Eladrin, apparently from another world or plane. I really couldn't keep up with his whole story. It was a bit more complex for me. More something you would enjoy.
I'm gonna assume from what he, I believe Starzin would reasonably assume that she's talking about the Feywild.
You would be correct. Well, actually, you might as well be. Yeah, pretty much.
I wouldn't know the specifics, but I'm pretty sure it's like Eladrin, another dimension. We're in the Temple of Fiáin. It's got to be Feywild. I'm pretty sure with my 20 intelligence, I can deduct that.
If you are able to deduct that yourself, I think it is safe to say that you can definitely assume Starzin can as well.
Yeah. What? So he's from the Feywild. So he's from the Feywilds?
Yes, that's what he said. At least I believe so. But apparently he's willing to help us.
Well, Any extra help at this point in time is actually more than welcome.
You know what I just realized? So she would have heard him say that if Zillion does anything wrong, he will eat him. That he would eat her.
Yeah. Actually, I am going to capitalize on that. He also said that he might eat the captain if she does anything wrong. I don't know how he would do that. If he had a body like me, he would be able to, but... I mean, look at him. He's so small.
He's 6'1".
Exactly. Your mouth couldn't open up big enough.
What kind of check do you think I should make for Starzin to make heads or tails of that?
Sanity.
Honestly, this might be either an arcane check or a religion check.
Let's go with Arcana because I'm actually proficient in that. That's an 18, my friend.
18 without giving too much away. Well, based off of his attire and the fact that he is in a Temple of Fiáin, which is known for nature and magic, this can lead to two things. It can either lead to him, A, being magically inclined to where he could polymorph himself into a beast that can swallow up a creature, or B, he is a druid that can wild shape into a creature large enough to swallow a person whole.
Okay. So
Both not great options.
So he has potential abilities to transform into a different creature to attack Zilliana. Yeah.
But based off of
make sense.
I would definitely say with an 18, you could definitely say that he's most likely a druid due to his nature attire.
You've also encountered various druids that have transformed bigger beasts.
Oh yeah, like Gronk's character, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah. Well, it's also fairly reasonable that, like, considering the past experiences with Thalrin, Starzin already well knows that, like, the magic that Zilliana uses does not mesh well with anything here.
Yeah, it's like, here's the other thing, is while you're looking at the other people that are here, as I slowly turned down my mic's volume real fast as I got closer to it. You know it. You see that most of the people here in this temple are keeping their distance away they're trying to be respectful. After all, you are the ones that helped restore the barrier, but it's just the fact that Zilliana is oozing with black magic coming from Scafe's domain. It's kind of hard to find a sense of trust in there.
Oh yeah, no, like, completely. I get that. So, but I'm just saying, like, Starzin would already kind of like get that vibe, considering Thalrin already kind of made that clear.
Yeah. It's honestly thanks to Thalrin being as high in the chain that he is to say, like, no, she's fine. She helped me escape, and she helped reset the barrier. Treat her as a guest. Don't worry about it. She's cool.
They're sus, but they're respectful of that decision. Essentially, is what I'm hearing. Anyways, Starzin's just gonna be taking the information that Sip said and just process it and just kind of come to the very logical conclusion of potentially druid, Temple of Fiáin, uses Skate's magic. Yeah, sounds about right. Well, and after coming to this conclusion, he's just gonna look at Sips and say, well, considering Zilliana does use a type of magic that is the literal polar opposite of what all of the priests and other worshippers here use/worship, it doesn't surprise me that they would be suspicious and potentially hostile to her. And considering also the capabilities of some of these people, it's more likely to assume that he is some form of druid who can wild shape into a larger animal that would try to maul and devour Ziliana.
Well, I understand that. But we've done so much to help them already. I just don't see why they're so on edge.
To put it simply, Sips, some people can't shake certain opinions of specific things. While most of us know how Ziliana is, it's mostly because we've sailed with her for a good long while now. These are people that are only taught to know that Skate's magic is ruinous and evil in nature. They're not used to seeing anybody use that magic for any remote good reason. At least from what I'm gathering from Thalrin and from the little talks I've had from Zil herself, at least not without their own gain in mind. Which at this point, Zil doesn't really have any ulterior motive here.
Well, I believe she would have her own gain in mind, at least for using Skaith's magic. She doesn't seem like the person who would attach herself to such an evil thing for no reason.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't attach yourself to that just for no reason. You typically do it because you're trying to gain something. What she's trying to gain, I have no idea. But the simple matter of the fact is that these are people that look at that magic and immediately treat it with hostility. And even though she used it to help them, they're going to be on edge and suspicious of it. That's just what they know, and that's what they're taught to know. This is what they believe. And honestly, Ziliana doing it to help them, regardless of what her motivation isn't going to change that opinion.
I know, but they still should just loosen up.
As you're looking out, and also, it's gonna take me a minute to get your name memorized. Zephyrin. As you're looking out in Zephyrin, as you're doing your thing, you notice that a Sapphire Gym Dragonborn who came with the party is basically staring at you.
Oh shit!
Get him.
He definitely kind of have this look, and once he realized what's going on, he's like, "Ah, fuck! I gotta deal with this shit again."
He looks at you quizzically, and then he starts making his way over to you.
Ah, shit.
Just act natural.
Here we go again.
As he walks over
natural,
to you,
that's the problem.
As he walks over to you, his quizzical nature basically drops, and you see a friendly nature come over him. It's like, hello there.
I say in Draconic to him, "Good evening, sir."
So you speak the tongue. That furthers questions my thoughts on you right now. You smell familiar. You have a scent about you.
I have been told by other Dragonborn and Dragonkin.
Well, regardless, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Chakreus! As he yells his name, a lightning bolt comes down and strikes him and does no harm to him whatsoever.
Yo, Chakreus, I love you. I hear that and I instantly turn around.
You see Chakreus talking to Zephyrin.
And there she goes again.
Do anyone else speak Draconic? Because I'm not sure. Because if they don't, they're not going to understand us.
I'm pretty sure I don't have that language, so I wouldn't understand.
I don't even know what languages I have. Oh wait, I see.
I don't think
Yes
I'm
or no?
even anywhere nearby, so it doesn't matter.
I am confident that you are probably the only
do
one
not.
with Draconic Zephyrin.
Okay. Yeah, we're just talking draconic. I'm
So,
just saying.
But then you saw a lightning bolt come from the ceiling and smacked and basically crashed into Shock Reyes, and it did no
we're not
harm to him.
outside.
We are not outside. We are in a building. For the
And it's-
third
Oh,
time I've said this.
Okay, then it's definitely gonna jump back and like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's just something I can do. It shows the presence that I give. Ha ha ha.
Starzin's just gonna mutter to himself, I don't need to understand Draconic. I don't even need to understand a Draconic to know what was going on.
I think his Draconic's kind of, well,
Sexy.
yeah.
We were all thinking it. I'm just the one who said it.
I'll take
Realistically,
it.
there was only one person thinking it,
And he did say it.
and he did say it.
Yeah.
So he's a gem dragon, right?
Correct. He is a Sapphire Gem Dragonborn.
Oh. I see. You were also born during the eclipse. I say in draconic, so no one else can understand what the hell I just said.
Ah, indeed I am. So you know of our traditions. Does that mean
Yes,
you?
I was born on one.
But yet I smell metallic on you.
It's complicated and interesting story.
Well, we have time
Is that-
before we need to go out fighting again. Might as well tell.
All right, let's go outside. It's easier to show first, then explain. And I
Alright.
will look over to the rest of you guys and say, "You want to see a magic trick?"
I love magic tricks. I'm gonna go out with that sexy dragonborn, by the way.
Zilliana just was like, got nothing better to do.
Oh, but I will look toward the head priest and say, "I'm going out. I won't tear up the walls like I did last time because I was excited.
Just
It just been a while since I've seen snow. Okay."
Just keep in mind and stay within the barrier. After all, we don't know how far the enemies lurk.
I'll stay within the barrier.
I will say, it is a very big barrier. Like, it covers,
figured.
like, an entire... It covers, like,
A couple
an entire...
miles.
Yeah, a couple miles, essentially, yeah.
All right. So Zephyrin will go outside with anyone who's willing to follow.
Alright. Who's all watching this?
I went out. I'm standing nearby Shock. I kind
I-
of.
Starzin will also go out to take a look, but also to kind of keep an eye open. Just kind of doing what he's been doing, keeping an eye open.
Yes.
I don't know if Tide's anywhere near enough to see or hear of this, but if he was,
You would be.
curious.
You-
Okay.
You heard the thunder hit.
You know
Shock.
what?
Come on.
He'll be curious and wander over. Why not?
Harvey is actually going to be staying inside because he needs to restock on his bombs to get everything back in order for the next time enemies come by. And Rosira is also going to stay and talk to the followers of Fiáin because this has been her goal to try and get to this temple.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So with the rest of you guys, you go ahead and you walk out of the temple to a nice small clearing next to the lake and a good 60 feet away from the temple's entrance.
Okay.
All right. And I look to Shock and say in Draconic, "This is why you smell metallic on me." And I'm going to wild shape into a silver dragon.
What?
So let me go ahead and explain what Tank is playing right now. He is playing a Druid, the Circle of the Dragon, which is a homebrew class created by the people of the Griffin Saddlebag. And essentially, this subclass allows you to use your wild shape to become a dragon. And the more you level up, the more things you get. And because I wanted to do something a little bit special, I gave him access to gem dragon stuff. So not only does he have the acid, the lightning, the fire, the cold, and the poison, but he would also have psychic, radiant, necrotic, force, and thunder.
God, Bloody Man's a damage switch army knife.
But to keep
If
it
you go in the,
simple, yeah. Sorry.
I would say if you go to Discord chat, you'll see what he looks like.
Nice.
I don't think I'm allowed to show that, so we'll say this is our headcanon. I'm gonna say this is our headcanon of what he looks like, but in actual reality, he looks like a dragon.
Fans, for us only.
To give you an idea, it's Toothless mixed with Reshiram from Pokemon.
All his shape is going to be like Toothless related, Night Fury adjacent, always.
Yeah, so just think more akin to that as to the Pokemon thing. So yeah,
so I don't get sued up the ass.
Yeah, just keep in mind that's why we can't show you because otherwise
I know.
we get
I
takedowns.
definitely know. I know that for a fact.
Why do you do this to me? But yes, so for the sake of nailing it down though, do you want to keep what draconic transformations you can get into a secret, or do you not mind?
I don't mind.
So for the sake of it, because honestly it's just a lot of choices and some of them are basically repeats, I basically asked him to narrow it down, like which dragon skill goes with what element, essentially. Fire he chose brass, silver he chose for cold, blue for lightning, green because there's only one dragon with poison, so that one's automatically green for poison, and black for acid.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm surprised you didn't go for gold for fire. Anyone with brass?
I find gold ostentatious for fire, if that makes sense.
Also, I think gold is too easy.
Yeah, it just.
I like gold.
I personally find gold dragons very arrogant.
Okay, gold. Yeah, calm down, gold member.
I like gold.
Okay.
Anyway,
stop going full Dutch on us.
All right. But yeah, that's what he's playing.
So how's everyone's reaction to this?
Anyone got one first, or?
How does Shock react?
The best way I can explain it, he looks like Luffy when he sees something amazing in One Piece. Just big, his mouth drops, and just the stars for eyes as he looks at this.
Remind me, it was like a silver great word or whatever that was in Silvervein, right?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
So Starzin is basically gonna just like go wide-eyed and just go, huh? After Silvervein, I'm really glad you're not trying to kill us right now.
What? Oh yeah, because I still can talk as a I can still talk in this form.
Tide looks big-eyed surprised at this, and you see him just pull out his flask and starts taking a swig. I need to drink more.
Zilliana will go ahead and say to Starzin, is like, well, to be fair, that happened a long time ago, and it's not like there's it's not like that was the only silver dragon that exists in this world.
Look, it doesn't change the fact that was a rough experience and one that almost ended went really, really, really badly for all of us.
That's true.
I'm not surprised after everything we've been through.
It's mostly it starts as just having like the tiniest PTSD, like Vietnam stare.
The eye twitching.
Starzin's fighting his demons again.
What's funny
you
is,
just
is
see
like
the
you.
slight eye twitch.
Don't
What's
worry,
funny-
this is the funny one.
Yeah, what's funny is the fact that you only fought the skeletons of a silver dragon.
Yeah,
Look,
Starzin's fighting
being
the skeletons again.
being inside the damn thing and knowing what he knows already about the damn mountain, that's enough to terrify him.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because let's be honest, that story, well, which by the way, to any of our viewers who haven't seen it, go back and watch that arc. That arc was actually pretty cool.
Or watch the recap.
Or watch the recap, but the story for it all was actually really cool as a player, but as a character, that tends to stick. That's the kind of shit that sticks with you.
So everybody is looking at this in both awe, surprised, PTSD, and I've seen weirder.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, after transforming, like he usually does, he's going to turn his head to the sky and just release a breath of cold, a cone of cold air. As he usually does when he transforms. And look at Shaw.
Now that is quite impressive. Never seen anybody do this before.
And I say, yeah, that's why me being born on that eclipse was so unique and special.
Ah.
I can even turn to a gem dragon like you.
Show me.
I mean, we're not doing anything today, so all right, I'll burn another wild shape.
We're not doing anything today, so let's do it.
I can say I'll say for the sake of it, you could just transform without expending anything, especially considering we're not really doing much. We're not.
Oh,
really
then
doing
yeah,
much
it's kind of
right
like a fashion show of all like brass, lightning.
So, what gem dragon do you become? Do you become a sapphire, or do you become something else?
Of course, Sapphire.
So, yes, you see him transform into, like, his... How do you explain the effect of you changing from silver to sapphire?
I think it, like, because it's, like, transitioning from metallic to crystal, you would see kind of, like, the metallic silver scales just break apart. And then from them, these blue crystals will grow up from it until all the white is gone, and there's only this blue sapphire crystal scales all over him.
Can I say something that's a little bit better?
Cool. I mean, go ahead.
Do you know Mystique from X-Men?
Oh yeah, I like that. I like where you're going with this.
I just imagine that. Just like
Yeah.
the effect of, like, I don't know how to explain that effect, but essentially like the sapphire scales just like just washes over as it takes over the silver.
Yep.
Literal scale-based transformation.
And you would see, like, at the end of the sapphire transformation, 2 sapphire horns grow out of his head.
Actually, funny enough, I think because gem dragons are like of the mind variety, so their horns and spines actually are like they levitate off the back, like they're their own separate entity that just are magnetized to the back, like levitating.
Oh, in that
there.
case, I like that even better.
Yeah, gem dragons are cool.
Corey, we got 2 dragon geeks just geeking over dragons.
Kind of meant to be honest.
You damn right. I proudly stand dragon. It is a superior species.
I love this guy, or I love this guy so fucking much right now. He gets me. Somebody finally gets me.
Girls, you're both pretty. Just kiss already.
We're not even fighting.
Exactly. That's why you should kiss.
God damn it. But yes, you go ahead and you pull off the display of the Circle of the Dragon Druid. Would you like to go into more details on how this class operates for the viewers and,
Yeah.
for the rest of the people?
So the basis of the class is essentially whenever I transform, I turn into a dragon. I can't cast spells yet, and I gain a number of temporary hit points equal to my maximum. So I'm pretty tanky, and unlike most other wild shapes, when I lose my temp HP, I don't revert back to my original form. I can still maintain being a dragon.
Mm.
And as of right now, at level 6, it lasts for 3 hours. I get a claw attack, a bite attack, I get a breath weapon, and my AC becomes 16 plus my cloak. It's a very good tanky class for a druid. And it gets better at level 10, which I can't wait for.
Yeah. So, yeah,
So we got a new tank now. Nice.
we do. Thank God. And I think because this is temporary HP, I don't think he would be affected by system shock or lingering injury until he gets knocked out of draconic form.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to reason that right now.
Well, because it's temporary HP, it's not his actual HP that's getting hit.
Like I said, we're not in combat, so I'm not gonna really go through the discussion of it.
Fair enough. But yes. What do you guys do?
Well, I guess Tide would just simply mumble to the group. Is this like common for you guys when you go out and do stuff?
I mean, honestly, this isn't the weirdest thing or the craziest thing I've seen, but I'd probably say stuff like this is probably on par.
As you're saying this, Zephyrin is just running around the snow like a kind of like Toothless, like from the yeah.
You're
Just very much having a good time.
You're just running around in the snow like a puppy.
Yep.
All I imagine is that one fucking TikTok where the guy throws his chihuahua in the snow and he just sinks in.
Run, Pacino, go for a run.
You just see me diving in the snow and just burrowing underneath it.
As the Christmas music plays in the background.
No.
Oh God, no! Please don't! Please don't!
No.
Please don't!
Don't worry, we're gonna get a tree suit to deck out.
You're right. It's fucking it's Halloween. Damn it!
Yeah, exactly. It's Halloween, not fucking Christmas.
Month.
We get past Thanksgiving, then you can pump the holiday music out.
Anyways, moving onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Stars is primarily just kind of watching the whole display in awe, but also just kind of, again, going back to what he's doing, just kind of keeping his eyes open for any sign of basically our lost crewmates coming back, kind of thing.
It takes about a couple of hours, and after this display, essentially, if we all just want to move forward from this.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
All right. After a couple of hours go by, Starzin, you look out into the forest and you see two silhouettes coming from the bushes.
Now, I'm gonna say that, like, honestly, he's, like, obviously he's outside, but he's just kind of found a place to sit and has just been kind of like finding something to just, like, mess with, and when he sees them, he just perks up and just, like, he just perks up.
And after a minute, realize, and you see the familiar shapes of Iris and Akane stumbling out from the forest, but then you're hit with the shocking revelation that they are not 100% whole. As you look at your two companions with a sense of relief that they're back and they're safe, you realize that you see that Akane is missing an eye.
Ooh.
And Iris is missing a hand.
He calls for the rest of the crew and rushes towards both of them.
I would have suspected that Tide would actually be somewhere nearby, just resting, kind of leaning on a chair, maybe. After being called by, he goes, "What?" Falls.
If Zephyrin hears this and kind of like hearing the agency of your voice, he's gonna come down and see what's going on.
So yeah, pretty much, like, by the time he gets to them, like, he's, like, visibly, like, shaken. Like, Akane, Iris?
Hey.
Shit, these are...
Ow.
Let's get them inside, now!
Got it. I'm gonna carefully grab Akane and start helping her in.
And Starzin's gonna help carry Iris in.
Can Zephyr make a medicine check on these two?
Sure.
Just to see like how bad everything really is. 22 on his medicine check.
Well, one of them is missing an eye, and the other one is missing a hand.
But is that only it?
I think he's just trying to ask, is that the extent of it?
Is there anything else?
They have some bruising, some cuts. Some of them are somewhat deep gashes, but nothing life-threatening. They've definitely been through the ringer, it looks like, without a moment of actual good rest. So it's bad, but honestly speaking, with how much information you know about these pirates, it can be a lot worse.
What happened to you guys?
What do you think?
I have no idea at all.
Oh,
The
right.
pi- the pi-
Shit, didn't put that in the briefing. Fuck. They were captured by the pirates that are part of the Fiáin. Or worshippers of Fiáin, right?
No, Skaith.
Oh, Skaith. My apologies. Skaith.
Skaith, this is the
I
bad
got
one.
named-
Fiáin is the good
My
one.
apologies. My apologies. They were
Got
captured by a
Got
bunch
you,
of...
homie.
Thank you.
Uh,
They got captured by a bunch of pirates that were a part of Skaith. The captain's like a fanatic worshiper. And, managed to bargain a sort of deal to get upper hand on them and get them back. But, apparently not whole. Shit.
Come on, we gotta get them inside. Get them inside and get them checked out.
you go ahead and you rush on in with your two injured companions as quickly the druids and the clerics and the paladins in the Temple of Fiáin go ahead and make room for you. Some of them goes ahead and get out like a cot from the upstairs. Others go ahead and start getting medical supplies along with other things that might be needed for this situation as they go ahead and clear a room for you to rest both Iris and Akane.
Yeah, Starzin kind of directs Tide to lay Akane on one, and he lays Iris on another, and just kind of starts quickly and carefully just examining both of them.
I get out of the way to make sure that everyone who has medical skills to get their area space.
As you're examining them, you see Iris looks up at you and say, "You're okay. I'm glad I can see you again."
Shh, don't talk. Just
If I don't talk, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. So if I think I would like to keep myself awake for as long as I
Okay.
can.
Can
okay.
can
Just
Zephyrin do a cure wounds on her?
You sure can if you want to.
Yeah, just if she's gonna stay up and talk, he's gonna heal her.
You go ahead and you cast Cure Wounds on her, and it's definitely stitching up the parts of her body that have been cut and gashed, little by little. Based off of the things that you're saying, they're not on death's door. They're just
Very
maimed.
fucked up.
Yeah, they're very fucked up. But you healing them does help, and the other clerics go ahead and they help in this procedure as well, as they go ahead and they start casting prayers of healing to encompass both Akane and Iris in this healing that they're providing, as they're trying to help in any way, shape they can to help their honored guest that has saved them from, being trapped inside this bubble.
yeah, Starzin's just kind of working tirelessly along with them, just to kind of make sure that Akane has something over her eye, or trying to make sure that like the other clerics can help treat her there. And before he goes, like, he's kind of going back and forth between the two of them, making sure that they're getting patched up, but also just trying to keep them awake or keep them calm, even though he's kind of unraveling himself.
It looks like
while that-
Akane was, the moment that she sees a familiar face and grabs her, she basically passed out from the exhaustion and the pain. So she's right now unconscious, but still alive. Iris, she's a tough woman.
She's a tough cookie.
Yeah.
While
A tough
this is
fat
all
person.
going on, I'm going to go grab the other members that were either asleep or idle to let them know what's going on.
Well, while Starzin kind of leaves the others to take care of Akane for the moment, he's just kind of focused on Iris right now, just kind of making sure, just taking a look at her injury, particularly her missing hand, to see how bad it is.
It was based off of your natural, based off of your medicine skill per se. You can go ahead and roll. You can go ahead and roll this if you wish. A medicine check.
All right.
Zephyrin
Fucking hell,
will-
That's an 8.
You are distressed. It's hard to make a proper medical analysis with the amount of emotions that you're feeling right now.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Definitely gonna put a hand on you and just say, they'll be fine. They're out of the worst of it. They're out of the worst.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
There's nothing to apologize. You care about them. Never apologize for that.
I still feel like I bear responsibility for this.
Responsibility is a hat, a title. It shifts from people to people.
Iris looks at you, Starzin, and says, "It's not your fault. I got careless. I thought I was fine, but I was not. I got blindsided and got dragged in. It's not your fault."
You kind of everybody would kind of start seeing like just a handful of tears like going in his eyes as he just like gently holds Iris close. He just whispers, "I'm just glad it's not worse."
Oh, trust me, it was going to be worse if it wasn't for some... I don't know what it was. I saw like a wolf made of shadows open up our cages and basically guide us out of there. I don't know what happened, but...
I know what happened, but I was honestly afraid of what would have happened.
Yeah, based off of what Akane told me, one of the needle blights shot her directly in the eye.
Shit.
I try to help her as much as I can in the cage, but there's only so much cloth that I have to make the bleeding stop. And now that you look at it, you do see that some bits of her clothing have been sheared off a little bit, like torn up. And you look over and you definitely see there's like a makeshift eye patch using some of that fabric.
I'm just glad you're both alive.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Zephyrin will call Tress over his little cat and have her check on both of them to see if they're poisoned.
No, they're not poisoned.
Okay.
Needle blights don't. Needle blights don't poison. They don't have that capability. They have the ability to shoot needles from their hands and fire out and hit people from range. The only poisonous blight are the mycelic blights, which are which are basically giant mushroom creatures.
Mushroom.
Yeah, Starzin's just kind of... He's just staying right by Iris's side right now, just kind of trying to do what he can to help keep her awake, but also just keep her getting patched up.
As you go ahead and you start wrapping the... I was assuming you were wrapping the bandage of the stump that used to be her hand.
Yeah, he's actually taking extra care to patch up her stump.
Yeah, when I was captured, I was being interrogated, and I smacked the bitch that was their captain, and, well, they didn't take too kindly to that.
Oh, Iris, you really do know how to be stubborn and tough.
I mean, I used to live in the Underdark. That's kind of a trait that you're born with, I guess.
You're right. I'm just glad this wasn't any worse than what it was. I should be able to help fix this up. And I'll make that captain pay for taking your hand.
Yeah. Start by taking her head. I think that would count as even.
Yeah, will do.
Zephyrin will very meekly kind of just wander back in the conversation and says, if you have something of her, I can help track her a little.
No, I don't have anything of her, unfortunately. But I do have some information. Okay, that hurt a bit.
Stop trying to move.
Easy.
Would this be at the point that Ty comes back with everyone else?
Sure.
I got everyone. What's their
Good.
injuries like?
They're roughed up pretty badly. Wakane lost an eye and Iris lost a hand, but thankfully they'll pull through. We're just gonna have to take care of them for right now.
Alright.
Ilyana will go ahead and walk up and say, unfortunately, I don't have the capability of restoring restoring what they have lost. Otherwise, I would be able to do that in a heartbeat for you.
Don't worry about it. I have knowledge about how to give replacement part, how to replace some of the parts that they've lost. Not as good as the real thing, but it's better than. But it'll at least help them recover better.
We might have some materials that can help you if you want to utilize them.
Thank you. I will look into. I would like to look into those materials, but for now, I just want to make sure they're attended to.
Yeah.
The priests here are the best. They're in good hands. And plus, they were strong enough to make it their way back here. They
They're
won't.
strong enough. That is a good question. How did you make your way back here?
A shadow wolf freed us from our cage, and we basically followed its direction that led us here.
That's good.
That must mean... If you're able to make it all the way over here, it must mean they're not that far. At least not far enough where we could have not guessed.
Well, that's the thing. We were in a different situation. Oh, God. The captain and them and her goons and tend to move around the forest. They're not in one spot for long.
We kind of figured that much, given that we've been hearing that the Galthius tree doesn't stay in one spot.
Yeah.
Is that what that thing was?
Big evil tree? I
It
guess.
did not look like a tree.
What do you mean?
It was
But I
like...
think that's really-
It's like a giant man made of bark, but it looked like it was a skeletal. It was skeletal in nature with giant tree, like branch-like horns coming out.
Ugh. So this, no wonder it's been able to move about.
They literally made it into a person, or person-like.
Or maybe that's just how it is. That's just how the creature is to begin with.
You say that?
Priests?
Yeah. First of all, when you look towards the priest, and when you look towards the priest, you see her eyes widen in horror at the mention of this. It's like, and you go ahead and you say that, and it's like, that's not what it's supposed to look like.
It's not.
She goes ahead and walks over to a bookshelf of many things, and she pulls out a tome and she starts flipping through the papers, the pages inside the book, and she then lands on a particular page. It's supposed to look something like this. As I posted in the Primordials Bounty Discord.
So, like a very, very nasty, ugly tree.
Mm-hmm.
But a tree nonetheless. So, what did they do differently? Did
I
it
shuddered.
made into like a person? Giant person?
Same things magic always does. Corrupt.
The corruption of this thing must be so unbelievable.
Why do I have a feeling Zephyrin looked directly at Ziliana the moment he said that?
He might have.
There's
Good possibility.
a moment where you
Like,
both
maybe
look at it.
unintentionally. Yeah, I will say it might be unintentional, but it happened.
She just looks at you, just like, what? Oh, right.
Well, why are you looking at?
What did I-
Oh, right,
Oh,
right.
She
Right.
eventually, as you know, she like, oh, right. Look, just because I have his magic doesn't mean I worship him.
And how did you gain his magic? He
getting
doesn't
off
give it
topic
to
here.
free.
I
Look.
learned it from a witch. From a hag.
And they're such nice people.
This is an important conversation we're having right now.
Yeah, I kind of
Right,
agree.
right.
Look.
Fucking trying to do some Zilliana lore, you fucking cock block me assholes.
Right?
Yeah. We can do the lore drops later.
Look, the lore drop is fitting, but however, considering it was in the middle, considering this was an unintentional backhanded comment in the middle of something important, I had to react to Starzin would react.
Fair enough.
Wait. They're gonna know eventually that they're gonna be left, and they're gonna be moving double time.
We'll figure out a way to deal with it.
If you want to track them, it's going to be a lot harder than it is.
Was there any Iris?
I can.
Were you wanting to say something?
Oh, I was gonna say definitely was gonna say I can try to give and tracking them a shot. I'm pretty familiar here. I've been here a while.
Well, that's not what I meant. And as she actually does begin to move, and you actually do see that her discomfort is slowly being lessened, the more that the priests are casting their healing spells. Like, oh, that's good. I can finally feel my arm now.
Starzin's also just helping her sit up, kind of thing.
Thanks, babe. Anyways, what I was saying was, it's a lot harder to track the tree. She's like a little bit befuddled by that. It's like, you call that a tree? That, oh god.
That's what we learned. Look, keep going.
Essentially, the people that her lackeys, the guy with the axe and the woman with the mushrooms, has these charms that are basically engraved into the wood flesh that's on them, making it to where tracking the Galpheus tree impossible as long as they are inside of as long as they're inside of a forest.
So we can't track them as long as they're alive.
Or as long as they have those talismans. Talismans, right? Was it talismans or totems?
Sorry, I should have said runes, not charms.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Runes.
But
Yeah,
but their runes is etched into the wood flesh.
correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, on the one hand, that gives us an opportunity of what we should be tracking, but then that doesn't answer how we're supposed to deal with the Galpheus tree if we can't get close to it.
The biggest issue is that the Galpheus tree can resurrect them as well. So even if we do kill them, it'll be a matter of time before they come back, and then the hunt is back all over again.
The only way we would potentially be able to do anything is hope that if we take them both out at the same time, then the tree would be trackable for a short time, allowing us to swoop in and essentially cut the head off of the snake.
Nope, that won't do you any good. As Priest Alrin goes ahead and walks in.
I was afraid of that.
Fortunately, unless you kill them, outright, they will always return and would not disrupt this room that they have. However, there is another way of disposing them.
Which
I
is?
guess we're all ears.
He then turns over to Ilyana, the priestess, as there's like a, oh yeah, as she runs over to like a medicine cabinet kind of deal as she shifts through some of the many vials and starts looking through as she pulls out a vial of what looks to be ash.
We're gonna fight him with ash.
Please tell me that was Please tell me that was Thalrin.
Yes.
Oh. Ow. Okay.
Idiot. Idiot.
Stars is just gonna look at him like squinted eyes as he reels back from the smack. It's just like, really?
Zephyr looks so surprised because he has never seen her act this way before.
It wasn't.
Not her,
It wasn't.
Thalrin.
It was Thalrin. The
Old man Thalrin.
Yeah, old man Thalrin did it. Not.
Oh, I thought it was the
Ilyana.
priest.
Ilyana is the priestess. Thalrin is the father.
Okay.
So yes, Thalrin goes ahead and just smacks you on the back of the head, as he says, "Idiot." As the priestess goes ahead and says, "This is sacred ash. This was ash from the previous tree that you see here in this temple. When a new one, when an old one is on its verge of dying, we burn it in magic fire and collect its ashes due to its magical properties that comes with it, and a new one is planted in its place. With this, you might be have the capability of removing their curse, that is, their pact with the Galthius tree, but you got to do it fast.
What do we need to do?
If you either knock them out or kill them, you must quickly spread the ash over their the parts that have wood on them, and after which set them on fire. It will burn away the wood along with anything that is corrupting them."
And would this actually prevent them from resurrecting too?
Yes, it would sever their pact with the Galthius tree. And that's when, as soon as she says that, there was like a little bit of a flashback to what Elijah told you back in the dreamscape.
Right.
Right. That he has ways of escaping the pact.
Yes, and him having less wood on him made it a lot easier.
So that's what he meant.
Well, now we got a method. Is that even enough to cover a person at least? Even two?
I have just enough for two bodies.
So we only got 2 shots. We gotta make them both count.
Yep, we'll have to make it both. We'll have to make it count. But if we do this, it would take both of them out of the fight to come, and leave the Galthius tree open for a final attack.
Indeed. If you slay the Galthius tree, those who are connected to it will also die with it, depending on how deep their pact is.
Right.
Now we're left with one other option. How are we gonna find those two though?
As you say that, you see Harvey walk up and is like, "Well, we can do the old-fashioned surprise. We could do the old-fashioned divide and conquer. One group goes after one, while the other group goes after the other."
We could do that, and honestly, it would be better. That would be our best one of our best options. It would be our best option to take both of them out quickly and leave the Galthius tree open.
But we're gonna need
Definitely
two
is.
skillful trackers. I'm gonna guess that our new friend here is a great skillful tracker.
Yes. And I have a spell that can locate the tree easy. I just wish we had something of theirs that we also had. That way it would make it easier to track them.
One of them shouldn't be too hard to track as long as you could get a whiff of any spores from miles away.
Should be no problem.
Then that would cover us finding one of them. The other one might be a bit trickier, considering we don't have much from him, and all we know about him is that he's just an axe-wielding maniac who's obsessed with bloodshed.
Hmm.
I can probably locate him through his axe.
Well, we
If
don't
only
have
had, if only we had the axe is the problem.
No, I mean I can track the axe itself, and therefore him.
Wait, can you track creatures?
I can track plants and animals and objects.
So I guess not owlbears.
They would be animal, I think.
I mean, to be fair, I do believe that the 2025 version of owlbears are considered beasts, so...
So I mean,
let's see.
in theory, that
Oh
would
no,
also
they're still monstrosities. But then again, some of the promotional stuff that was for the D&D movie made it to where druids can wild shape into owlbears. So yeah, I'll say I'll allow it.
So we have
And yes.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
He has an
So then-
owlbear. He has an owlbear pet, remember?
well, then that would make tracking them. That would make tracking and figuring out where they are relatively simple. It would just be a matter of deciding who goes after which one, and then going from there.
Well, if we're doing the split and conquer method, we're gonna need one more tracker. Someone who's very skilled at tracking and hunting.
I'm very skilled at tracking.
Well, yeah, you, but if we're splitting up to hunt them at the same time, that's what I'm getting at. Split into two groups.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
Finally, somebody picked some. Thank you.
Brilliant. All right. It's everybody else. Well, I know Tank is confused, but is everybody else confused?
No.
No.
All right. Glad we're all on the same page.
Except me.
I mean, unless I think the whole point is like you would have the ability to track them. The problem is that because it would be two separate groups, we wouldn't be able to direct the other group where to go, because you would be with one group and you'd only be with one group.
Yeah. You can't be
Okay,
with
I
both groups
understood
at the
that.
same time.
Yeah, that's mostly what he's getting at. It's like he doesn't have the doubts of your tracking capabilities. It's more of you being in two places at once.
This would be
What?
fine if you could duplicate yourself into two people at the same time.
I'm not high enough level. That's like level 14 stuff for the subclass.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So
Yeah.
Zilliana will go ahead and flip the medallion up in the air like a coin, as she will then go ahead and hold on to it and says, well, what we could do is, if we could wait a couple of days and have these two heal up and send them back to the ship, and bring in over two other people that are capable of fighting Gourmet, or the Druid lady.
that probably would be our best bet at the moment.
then the priestess will go ahead and speak up and say, that, and also we need to make a ritual to reignite the magic that is in these ashes, so that will also take a couple of days to officially get these ashes back in use.
So we got a couple of days to rest and prep. That's good.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, we've got a plan. We've got a couple of days to rest and prep for it. So I guess now the only thing to do is just to sit and wait.
So, with that being said, because Ziliana has the medallion, you guys do have access to get to your ship, technically speaking.
Can we can I volunteer for a break for a moment to get food?
Yeah, we can do that. As you guys, go ahead and think of like what you guys will do for the next 2 days while you're preparing and prepping, and we'll go ahead and take a bit of a break here.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Alrighty then. So, you guys have the next 2 days to prepare yourself for the oncoming fight that you are going to have to be dealing with. So, the first question I'm going to ask you all is who are you going to target first? Your options are Gormash, the barbarian with the axe, that you first encountered in Everpeak, or are you going to encounter Silphora, the druid woman that created the mycelic blights and is all about the spores?
If we're gonna have Tank with us, then probably go after Gormash. But the Druid sounds like a more prioritizing danger.
Well, remember, we're planning to have 2 splits, so.
True. So here's the big question: is who on what team is going to go after who on what?
Well, we kind of have to figure out which one we want to prioritize. So, honestly, both are going to be problematic because Gormash is probably going to. Obviously, Gormash is going to have backup, but the biggest problem with him is just the fact that he is just really hard to put down. Thanks, Bear Totem Barbarians.
You're welcome. Only you can prevent barbarian deaths.
Along with it, he'll have his buddy companion, that being the owlbear.
Yeah, which that will be probably the biggest thing we have to deal with aside from him. Whereas Silphora is probably more than likely going to just try to flood the battlefield with a bunch of the blights, which the blights will become a problem. The only reason the blights will become a problem is because we'd have to deal with the poison plus their spores, unless we have reliable fire damage.
Along with potential tree damage.
Looks at the fire-breathing dragon.
Which that gives us an edge. Which does give us an edge in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of fire spells. Gotcha.
Try not to burn down the forest.
But again, this is
fire and force.
But that's primarily what we have to deal with each of them. So it honestly comes to the simple fact of which do we feel we can actually fight easier, whereas our other team members are more suited to fight the other.
So, if that's the question, then this should be brought up too. Who because obviously Iris and Akane are going to have to go back to the ship.
Yeah, they're officially combat ineffective at this point.
Which they don't have to go back to the ship right now, because you could start working on the prosthetic eye and hand for them while you're doing all this. But eventually they will have to go back to the ship to,
Recover.
rest, to recover.
Be safe.
So I'll go ahead and take you over to where all the tokens are so we can get a better layout of ideas.
Yep.
So if these two are going to be swapped out, who's going to be taking their place for this combat?
We know one of them. At least I hope we know one of those slots are going to be switched out.
Well, spit it out. Because I'm not
Brutus.
following. Who?
Brutus, my actual character.
Oh. Yeah, Brutus would actually have to be a must, just under the simple fact of he's the only tracker. Only other tracker.
His guaranteed skills on survival and hunting and prowess, along with the prep knowledge, he could practically hunt anything as long as he doesn't roll nat 1, which is a near impossibility. I say near impossibility, but I'm not going to say guaranteed. That leaves the other option, and this is the big question here. If we're going after the Druid as a hypothetical, the other team would have to be very good focused on focused single target damage or managing two opponents that are very strong.
Or just be able to tank, which there are a handful of characters that could fit that. Which
I'm trying
reasonably
to remember. We're trying to remember right now who you haven't used and who you have used. I'm pretty sure you used everybody except for Bishop and Gale, which I will say for Gale, for this point, considering how dangerous it is, he will go ahead and leave Sage on the ship.
Yeah, that would actually be for best.
So Gale is free to go in for a solo mission if, well, not, you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, both of them are really reliable and could be reliable for the regard, because Bishop is equipped for a hard fight against to do single target damage or multi-target damage depending on the circumstances. But he is actually reliable in that regard and probably has the fighter capabilities to stand up to actually hold his own in a fight. Gale obviously is
The storm that is approaching.
yes. And is actually more than capable of holding his own in a fight, regardless of which he goes with. Which, honestly, depending on who it was, honestly, he could actually handle either or reliably well enough, because, well, he's gonna hit like a runaway school bus and speeding in a school zone.
Clyde, what are your opinions on this?
No thoughts, head empty, let me fight.
Of course.
Well,
Wrong answer. Try again. We're not doing
I think we should
this.
Go after the barbarian.
you want to go after the barbarian?
Yes.
Okay.
Was
Well-
that so hard?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I have zero opinions. I promise you.
You act like we haven't done this 100 different times, Joe.
But like,
No,
like,
I do act like we have done this 100 times, and I'm trying to push the narrative. We're trying to do a podcast. Talk.
damn, dude, I have to talk. Sure, all right. I think we should go after that barbarian. It sounds like a very good fight, and I would
Say again?
definitely love it. Did I blink out?
I heard
you did. I thought you did in the middle of it, but maybe we're just collecting your thoughts.
No, I
You're good.
probably did.
No,
so
I
think we-
heard you all the way.
Okay. So yeah. That's my opinion. However, Druid also sounds fun. is also its own challenge, and I can't wait to get tied up with vines because I don't know.
So
Okay.
I can go ahead and tell you this, which I think you guys would have already assumed what it is based off the context of what this druid is. She is a Circle of Spores druid.
Yeah,
Figured.
that would be very obvious, which would make getting close to her problematic.
Burner from a distance, gotcha.
Striker from range.
If I can offer my opinion,
Yeah, go ahead. You're a part of this.
I say taking the druid out is the better first. That way, we're going to be cutting off the chain of reinforcement in blights.
So you want to prioritize the druid.
Yeah, let's just the person who can summon minions that can swarm off. Let's just deal with her first, and then the barbarian.
Well, the thing is, I will go ahead and tell you, like, even if you kill either one of them, they won't stop the blights from coming, because the blights are created either from there are two ways to create the blights. Through the Galthius tree, which can spawn them, or using dark methods to convert dead bodies into blights. However, with that said, the druid is responsible for creating the mycelic blights, and probably due to her druidic magic was the one that created the mushroom-like pods that was converting dead bodies to blights. And especially considering that Elijah's out of the way, because he's leaving this island, it only leaves one smart person, and I don't think Gormash is going to be capable enough to create more blights besides the old-fashioned way of the Galthius tree.
As long as the hunt's going to him, as long as the fight's going to him, he doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, they would still be able to create blights, but the major thing is that their ability
protection
to
would be
reinforce
slower.
with them would be massively hindered.
Not to
Yeah.
mention, one of the very types that's been annoying us for this whole time would be decreased greatly.
Potentially to the degree of like being almost entirely ineffective. But that's just wargaming thinking, anyways. But aside from that, yeah, it's one of those things to where they'll both go down. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Well, maybe. Odds are high.
If they don't, then we're really,
Hunt them down.
if they don't go down at the same time, we're going to be up shit creek without a panel, potentially.
The only
You don't
issue-
have to have them go down at the same time. You just need to kill them and put the ash on top of them.
Mhm.
Oh, I know, but making sure they both go down is just easier.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Plus,
It's just
it'd be
better
destroying the-
tailoring our combatants and our targets to our better combatants.
So we have one mindset going for Gormash, the other mindset going for Silphora. Boss, what are you thinking?
Honestly,
The problem I have seen with me on this standpoint is one big issue for me. I've used up a good amount of the Orichalcum bullets I already have on that big wave fight. I only have 4 left, and if we go for the Druid, as in our main group, I'm not going to be as useful in that fight as I would have normally been. Only just been stabbing.
You have a gun?
Yeah.
Do you have any fire crystals back on the ship, Starzin?
that is a good question. There actually might be a couple. Let me double check that.
Because you do have access to your ship because of the medallion, you could transport Tide and or even just Starzin back to the ship. He can craft the gun, and that way your gun can now do fire damage.
That would
That
solve my
is true.
problem.
along with any other bells and whistles that you want to add on due to your crafting abilities.
Where's the ship?
If that's possible, then yeah, I would be going for Druid, to be honest. I want to take care of that bitch. Sorry, bee.
If I
I'm
have
not
alchemist,
You could say bitch.
That stupid fucking bitch.
if I have proficiency in alchemist tools, can I make bottles of alchemist fire?
You can, but you're going to need fire crystals to make it.
Okay, I have some good news. The good news is that I do have fire crystals on me. The bad news is that while there are some on the ship, most of them are actually on me in my bag of holding. And I've only got let's see.
Right,
Yeah.
because of your arm.
Yeah, so there's currently one in storage on the ship, and in my bag of holding, I currently have 3. So altogether, I have 4 crystals. That's about the best I can do.
So all that means is basically after all this is said and done, you're just gonna have to take a trip to the black market to get more fire crystals.
Yeah, which for me, that's not a big deal because honestly, the fire crystals in this scenario were entirely a situational thing. I didn't actually, and honestly, I didn't even really prep for really being ready for it, if I'm being 100% honest.
So we got at least enough for my gun and maybe making some alchemical fires?
Sounds like it.
There's also the fact that Harvey can give you some bombs.
That is
Harvey
true.
does have access to fire bombs that we could use in the druid fight. Which, if
However,
we do decide to do that would make that all the smoother.
However, with that being said, he probably won't give you the formula bombs. He can just give you the regular bombs, which still do fire damage. Which they do a lot of fire damage, like 2d10 fire damage on a throw.
Right. Which honestly, that's one of our best bets. Because because taking those will literally just be enough.
To be honest, if we let Gale on the other team, we have 2 great tank frontrunners to go against both freight front fighters, and the rest can either do some variation of support or frontline damage.
Well, we sent Gale in, and he's pretty much going to be pulling all the aggro.
So, I should actually put you back. Well, actually, yeah, you're probably going to be stuck on here. So the thing is, these 2 can be swapped out. Like, they don't have to be on this team. Matter of fact,
Fair.
Harvey would actually prefer if he can go back to the ship due to the fact that, you know,
Has there been enough action for him?
pretty much, you know, suffering 10 waves of non-stop combat. Like, you know, he's good for stuff that's like big groups of enemies. If you're dealing with considering that your guys are dealing with individuals that, you know, might bring in reinforcements, it's going to be a lot more tight-knit than scattered like the wave defense battle was.
Mm-hmm. So he actually would be, he actually would suffer in terms of usability because he can't actually bring all of his effectiveness to bear.
Which he does have spells, so that could circumvent it, but it's just more so like, I think his time of excitement is pretty much good for right now.
But how about we keep Shock Race in, and we have just the last 2 members who haven't done too much into that the side B group.
It'd be heavy.
Sound
It'd be a heavy bruiser group, and we could easily send that after Gormash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not to
At
mention
least
they
we'll
have
keep him busy until we get there.
A good healer.
Yeah, good healer in the way of Rilzira, who has the cards that can buff up the that can buff up allies as well.
And Brutus
Honestly,
is
I
very
actually
focused on
like.
her.
Honestly, I'm okay with this team up and sending them after Gormash, considering that's one bruiser against a team of bruisers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's gonna be that's like, I actually have confidence in that fight.
Wait, I want you to see all these three. Hang on. Gotta get this image.
Oh my
What are
god.
you doing?
Hang on.
I'm wondering what the.
This is all
Oh
I
my
imagine.
Oh,
Oh my
All I imagine. They fucking Pillar Man pose.
Thanks, I hate it here.
You gotta love JoJo's.
The worst part is I don't even see the joke. Like, the worst part is I see where what came from this exactly.
Got it. Got
It's just three buff men.
No, see, okay, so I'm not gonna get into the side tangent, but let's just say this. I know exactly what this inspired.
So, anyways, back to the game.
Yes.
We have a good B team for the brute for Gormash. I feel confident in that. That would mean us would be going after the Druid. We need all the firepower we can muster, literally.
Which Zilyana does have her thing where she can cast firebolts. Oh, that's it. Well, here's the thing. You still have more able bodies because she can still cast Giant Insect.
That is true.
We would
Which
have
actually, which would counter any extra reinforcements that Silphora has.
along with you two having your technically three of you have like familiar like creatures. They can carry bombs and drop them like bombers.
The buff is forever.
So, I will say it's funny, because with Brutus, when Brutus comes back, there are 4 people with small familiar friends. With Brutus with the Chewinga, Starzin with Rivet, Zilyana with Stitch, and Zephyrin with Tresh. Or Tress.
All we need is Sips to get a pet and then call it Slurps.
No, I'm gonna call it Rimuru. It's gonna be a little slime.
Oh my god. It's
Copyright
the
ensued.
It's your child. It's your child. It just becomes a blob.
Oh, where all these skeletons flying form come from?
You're giving me ideas, man. You're giving me ideas.
Unfortunately, maybe Shakrios did make something happen.
We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later.
Maybe fortunately, smile.
Oh my
So we got a good group going. We got 2 good groups going, and yeah, I think as long as I can get a fire gun or some form of firepower, literally, then I think we're good.
All right. So yes, with that. Okay, so that is your decision. Group A consisting of Zilyana, the Succubus Witch, Starzin, the Lalafell Artificer, Sips, the Slimefolk Monk, Tide, the Water Genasi Jaeger, and Zephyrin, the Eladrin Druid, will go after Silphora, the Druid of the Circle of the Spores, while Group B, consisting of Rosira, the Drow Astrologian. Chakreus, the Gem Dragonborn Warden. Brutus, the Envie Ranger. Bishop, the Orc Fighter. And Gale, the Air Genasi Barbarian, will go after Gormash.
Yep.
Alright. I have things I need to plan for, then, if that is the case.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
Alright.
I
So,
need to plan out my spells.
yeah, you gotta plan it. So, with that being said, as you come up with this plan, you quickly go ahead and you... well, you still have the 2 days, so what do you do during these 2 days to prepare?
Zephyrin will learn all he can about the Gorvanis tree. And particularly about blights. If he can.
I mean, you can. I was just getting food real fast.
It was just so quiet. I didn't know, like, that make him mad? That disappoint
No,
Dad?
I was trying to be fast, but I wasn't fast. I didn't want it to pick up on my audio.
You're too slow.
All right.
You're too
So,
slow.
Too slow.
all right. So, how do you pronounce this tree? Because I've been
Gulthias.
calling it the Gulthias tree. I've been calling it the Gulthias tree.
Yeah, it's Gulthias.
Gulthias.
Listen, potato.
It's named in normal D&D after like an ancient vampire or some shit. It's Gulthias.
Listen,
Yeah.
potato hand grenade.
Yeah, the Gulthias tree. Okay, so go ahead and roll me a investigation check. An investigation or history check of your choice.
Ooh, they're both the same.
Then it's dealer's choice.
Investigation, I guess. Fuck me. 4.
Damn.
But would I have advantage because I had 2 days?
Sure, why not?
Then it's an 18.
Okay, very well.
Wouldn't it just mean you just took 1 day to research, didn't find anything, took another day to research, and boom?
Yeah, that
Either
makes
way.
sense. So, the blights. Blights are basically plant-like constructs. They are created from the Gulthias tree in a form of like a dark ritual. It was created by evil druids and hags, thanks to the knowledge that was provided from them from Skaith and his lesser gods of evil. There's not many that exist. There's not many blights that exist. They are very rare and only are constructed by druids who take the Dark Pact. So yes, and for the ones that exist, there is the twig blights, which are small little twig-like creatures that hide in plain sight and act like dead shrubs, but mostly are there to distract, annoy, and attack. Essentially, they are basically the pawns, if I were to better explain it. Then we have the needle blights, which are thorny-like plant creatures that shoots needles from a range. Their entire thing is that they don't go close; they fire at a distance. That is where they are strong. That's where they're the strongest as. Vine blights are creatures created by pure vines, and they use those vines to tangle and ensnare their foes to be easy prey for capture, essentially. Then we have the Razor Vine Blight, which is basically a subset, a variant of the Vine Blights, but the difference is they don't go for entangling foes. They go for drinking the life out of their foes.
Okay.
Then we have the next strongest creature, a Tree Blight, which is a giant tree that mostly uses its branches to attack. It uses its roots to grapple, and if it grapples you, it will bite into you and tear you apart as it chews you in its mouth.
All right.
And no matter how much you try to look up information about the Galtheus tree, the only thing you know about it is that it is basically the creator of blights. There's not that much knowledge about these trees besides that. And that's basically what you get. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, but I think I'd rather, if we're going to get bombed, I don't see the reason for Alchemist Fire.
That's fair. Moving on, let's go ahead and go to Clyde. Is there anything you would like to do for the next 2 days?
Next 2 days, I wish to actually be... Can I make potions? I can make potions. Yes, my body can make potions. My body is my alchemy bench. I would like to make some potions to prepare.
Okay. The church will go ahead and give you supplies on making potions.
All right. Supplies on making potions. What kind of potions do I want? We're going after the Druid, right? I believe we're going after it.
Yep.
A Druid that has expertise in mushrooms that give poison.
Poison resistance.
Poison
For those who need
resistant.
it. I mean, I wasn't trying to say it out loud, but yeah.
Poison resistance. I'll make some. You know what? I'll dare to be really cool about this. I want to make a couple of potions of poison resistance and some antidotes.
Let us see here what we can do. For you? Potions. Let's see here. You can indeed make poison-resistant potions. Let's see here. How many days does it take to concoct? Is the question. It will take 1 day to concoct a healing potion, but due to the fact that you can be able to be transported to the ship, you can use its alchemy. You can use its alchemy supplies there. So essentially, you can make 3 potions of poison resistance within a day.
Cool. How about antidotes?
Antidotes. Let's see.
I have a healer's kit and proficiency, so I can help with those if you need help.
I would probably say it would be the same thing, like a day to make it, but essentially you would take 1 day to make poison-resistant potions and another day to make antidotes.
Yeah. That's basically it.
And I'm being loose on what these do, because technically speaking, to get a actual good poison-resistant potion, it would take you a work week to do. But I'm gonna be nice here and say you could do that in 1 day for at least right now. That I could say that they have the reagents that are powerful enough to do it in a single day.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Antidote. So you go ahead and you start making the antidotes and stuff like that, and yeah, you have, if this is what you want, 3 bottles of poison resistance and 3 bottles of antidote.
Yep. I'll put them in my inventory.
Okay.
Bitch.
Alright, so, Creepah, what do you do for the next 2 days?
We'll see. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. Just kidding. Let's see. So over the next couple days, I'm gonna be kind of working on prosthetics for both Iris and Akane.
I know this is part of your actual class thing, so might as well go ahead and read this off. Since we never actually have touched this.
Yeah.
You mean the
I
infusion?
know we haven't. No, this is actually like a part of my subclass. So, Prosthesis Expert. At 3rd level, whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with your power, creating a permanent magical item that replaces a lost limb, a hand, arm, foot, leg, or similar body part. While the prosthetic is attached, it functions identical to the part it replaces. The wearer can detach and reattach it as an action, and it can't be removed against the wearer's will. It detaches if the wearer dies. I basically get to create a free, regular old prosthetic limb at the end of each long rest. For free. Sort of. Kind of.
Even though the description says any limb, I'm allowing eyes.
I mean, yeah, because, well, what kind of prosthetic expert would I be if I didn't have, expertise in prosthetic eyes? Because believe it or not, those are a thing.
Would I? Peg leg.
Hey, when you think about, just remember, technically glass eyes are prosthetic eyes.
I'm the only one that might know that joke, and I'm okay with that. Moving on.
I'm okay with that too.
I think I know where you were going with that joke, and I don't like it.
I'll tell it after session.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I end up doing over the course of the 2 days, is just kind of getting kind of just going over getting both of them new prosthetics, and also also helping them get ready for it, kind of thing, like patching them up, making sure where the prosthetic is going to go is suitable.
You go ahead and you start, you give off the eye, and Akane is using it, and it's just like, I can see through it. This is amazing.
Any oddities with it? Anything feeling weird?
I mean, it feels like something odd is, where my eye should be, I guess. It feels weird, as it were.
It doesn't feel natural, is what you're probably looking for.
Yeah, it feels unnatural, but I mean, I can still see through it, so I guess I'll, try and get used to it. Thank you, Starzin.
You're welcome. It takes getting used to, believe me. But if you start having any other issues with it, let me know. Let me know when I'll tweak it as needed.
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually pretty scared that I was gonna be I was gonna have one eye less. I thought, honestly, this would affect my art that I create in the scenery that I see, that I draw my art, that I base my art from.
Well, Well, I'm sure you would be able to create fine art even with only one eye, but you know, but I know how you feel about having a little less than what you have. So, but hopefully this should keep you feeling not like your old self, because it obviously won't, but close enough.
As you say that, she actually gives you like a surprise hug.
He's kind of just taken aback by it for a second, but hugs her back and just kind of pats her on the back.
And as you do, she whispers, "Thank you," as she lets go and starts, you know, I would assume that you give her like some tests to see if like her eyes are working, essentially.
Yeah, I basically just give her a checklist of stuff to, like, you know, like, look at this, try doing this kind of thing, or read for a little bit to see how your eyes adjusting.
There was that one.
See, phlegm.
Shut the fuck up.
There's that one moment where while she's reading, there's that one moment where her prosthetic eye just drifts off to the side, and you're like, oh, hang on, and just readjust it back. She will forever and always will have a lazy eye.
Like, hey, I mean, none of that's perfect.
That's not canon.
perfect.
That's not canon. I'm making a joke.
Well. Okay.
Moving
Okay.
on to Iris. Iris, you know, basically is using. You attach the hand onto her stump. Takes a little bit of a minute, but she eventually starts moving the fingers around, and it's like, huh, this is definitely weird. It's like I'm thinking of moving my fingers, but I know that this is a metal hand.
Doesn't exactly feel like the most natural thing, does it?
You know what's funny right now? We somewhat match.
Yeah, I guess we kind of do.
As you do see, her hand that got chopped off is on her left hand?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, because Starzин's whole left arm is gone, so it would be actually. So if you want it to be her left, that's what it would be.
That's what I was thinking that it was her left hand. It's like, we match.
I guess we do, but I'm so sorry you had to lose it.
It's don't worry about it. It's the whole part of going on this adventure, right? Eventually we're gonna have to take, you know, injuries like these in the future. I'm just lucky enough to be dating an artificer like you that can make this sort of stuff.
And I guess I'm lucky to be dating a rogue that keeps me grounded when things get tough.
Which is funny because I'm mostly in the air those times.
True. But then again, you're also really, really good at lifting me off my feet.
Baby, don't you know it?
Get a room.
Ha!
You know what? Just for that, we're gonna do tug in front of you.
Let's do the most blasphemous thing and have sex in this church.
And we tie to a chair and make him watch.
Tide, get into the cuck chair.
Starzin's just kind of going over the checklist of stuff in his head to make sure that Iris's hand is working well enough. Just kind of double checking and just adjusting things as needed. Like,
Making sure you can grip it right. I'm sorry.
I'm done. I'm done.
You fit in so well. Fuck. Anyway.
To see his lack of alcohol, I'm gonna go pour some in.
So,
Okay.
alright, so you go ahead and you give her some tests as she goes ahead and reach down, like, grab, like, a cube. She's gonna grab a cube with her hands, and, you know, it takes a bit because she's, like, trying to get used to the fact that it's not... She's still in the mindset of, like, this is not her hand, but it technically is her hand. But eventually she does get the ability to grasp onto a cube. And then it just goes down from there, having her hold intricate stuff like a vase or a weird shaped thing, a knife, and then eventually she begins to, you know, grab her gun, and it's just like, okay, I think I get the gist of this now.
It takes a little getting used to. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you kind of get the basic thought process down and a little bit of the muscle movement, it does actually help feel like second nature. Well, as close as to, you know, the real thing as it possibly can be.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have her roll a performance check real fast.
Oh boy, here we go.
What's the worst you can get?
Oh, well, that's a 17. So
All right,
she's
so
basically to fully test out her capabilities with her new hand. She starts doing, like, you know, gun tricks, essentially, just moving around, spinning it around, throwing it up, catching it, and, you know, eventually pointing it at like a object on the wall, and you know, she would fire it, but there's no ammunition inside of it because you guys are in church. She respects that law. But based off of that, the law of not shooting a church up.
Please, professionals have standards.
Exactly. Did you not hear Quasimodo when he said sanctuary? I know it's a reach, but god damn it, it was fun. It was funny.
Keep going.
So after that, she just like, okay. Yeah, I think I got this.
Certainly looks like you're picking up to it better and faster than I did.
I wonder if there's a couple of other things I could still pick up with this hand.
Oh my! Is that seriously? Is that where you're going with that?
Half and half.
Just
It's kind of. This is definitely an innuendo. Thank you. This is definitely an innuendo. As she then goes ahead and like, she gives you a smug smile, trying to gauge if she got a reaction out of that from you.
Oh, he just 100% blush. He gets 100% blushy at that, like face going a little red.
And as she gives you that smile and seeing that reaction, she goes ahead and pulls out her thieves' tools. I'm probably gonna need to start practicing with this in order to see if I'm still good with picking locks and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna take some getting used to, but yeah, I'm really glad you like the hand.
I mean, if you want, later tonight we can continue doing some more tests.
Yeah, he goes full red at that, but kind of like full red, but like not like completely embarrassed, but like a little bit of a shy smile as he just rubs the back of his head with his metal arm.
I'll take that blushing as a yes.
Yeah.
Zephyrin just walking by with a book, just like, what the fuck?
I think that's enough teasing for now.
But but in all honesty, if the hand starts giving you problems, and it needs adjusting, just let me know. I'll see what I can do to fix it.
I'll make sure and let you know first thing a problem does happen.
Good. Now on to the other preparations we need to make.
All right. Moving on from that, then, what else do you do?
What else? I needed to tweak up Tide's gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which that can be done in a day.
So he'll use what tools he has on hand, and he'll start working on it. He'll find a place that he can use in the temple to essentially use as a pseudo workshop temporarily to fix up Tide's gun.
Again, you can go back to the ship.
Oh.
You have the medallion.
Well, I wasn't sure if we were going to use that like now or later kind of thing.
It can be used multiple times.
Right, but it's not important.
We're in free mode. Just take it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. So he'll probably then just ask Ziliana to use the medallion to send him back to the ship and kind of get to work on that.
Yeah, she goes ahead and sends you out, and along with that, she goes ahead and might as well bring in. So Harvey comes with you because he wants to go back to his place and start doing some other things, recreating more bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So in the process, she actually does switches out to get Bishop and Gale on board. So during her 2 days, she goes ahead and starts doing a way of like communication between the two ships, along with making sure everybody knows the plan of what's going on. Essentially, trying to be a good captain and make sure everybody's up to speed.
Right.
And so you're back in the thing. Besides the crystal, which will give the gun an extra 1d4 fire damage, what other are you going to give it? Any other abilities from the craftsman's book?
Well, that depends on what Tide was wanting out of it. Which, I don't know. Boss, have you looked through the book to see what you potentially wanted out of it, even just for a little bit?
Only a little bit, but not enough. Especially not for this scenario.
Okay. Well, let's work on that like behind the scenes then.
Yeah,
Got
we can have you guys talk about that before next session, so that's fine.
Yeah, just so we're not taking up a whole lot of time with that like pointless, very long discussion.
Yeah, but for now, we'll just say that you managed to craft the gun, and it will now do an extra 1d4 fire damage along with whatever else that you have it do.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And is there anything else? Big money, no whammy, stop.
Other than maybe looking through the church and asking around if there's any like additional potions, tools, anything that I could be useful for the next fight ahead, I really have nothing else I think Tide could do.
Okay.
Tide's a simple creature. He requires good weapons and just some hardy potions.
Okay. So, if that's the case, you know what? We're gonna do a coin flip.
Okay.
Heads or tails?
Knowing you, heads.
Just like that, it's going to be tails.
Knowing boss's luck, actually. It was
You called tails,
wasn't
didn't you? You called
was
tails.
It was
I
tails,
didn't call
wasn't it?
tails. I just flipped a coin.
You mentioned my luck, and this is what happens. It just simply manifests.
No, you mentioned my luck, and it did this out of spite.
You know what? Yeah, that's actually true. Like, you can't really say I manifested this. Bitch, you manifested it when you said knowing you heads.
How
do not
dare
wanna
you question me?
I don't want to hear that salt.
Either way, I got nothing, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, due to how much they've been inside the bubble. So something that you do know is, you know how normally whenever you take a long rest, you can you replenish your spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because you learn a little bit of lore of how magic works in this world. It takes... Basically, magic is everywhere. It's in the air, it's in the water, it's in pretty much anything. When you expend it... Yeah, when you expend it, it goes out, and then it gets recycled, and when you take a long rest to wind down and do that, the magic gets absorbed back into you if you are a person that can cast spells. Because they were in the bubble, and the bubble was basically contained to not let people go in and out, that also acts for magic as well. So no magic was being cycled out for new magic to come in. So basically, whatever spell slots they had, they were on a finite amount before they were unable to replenish themselves.
Alright.
And
Well,
honestly, the same thing goes for the pool, for the Everglow pool as well.
ooh.
You did a huge fucking favor by resetting the stone.
Oh, good deed.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of sucks. I guess there's also no way for me to see if they can bless my bullets or maybe my sword. So if there's no other way, then I guess I'm done.
They can bless they can bless your sword. They go ahead
Okay.
and walk you out to the back end of the temple. And Ilyana will go ahead and ask for your sword.
He draws it out carefully and hands to her hilt first.
She will go ahead and give a prayer. As she then goes ahead, kneels down in front of the water, as she slowly dips the sword into the water, continuing this prayer. I am going to roll something here. And depending on how this roll goes, you can either get something really fucking good, or something that's, that'll just help you.
Got it.
Actually, you know what? I might as well just use, like, an IRL die.
Can I say this as well, since it's near the end of the session? Could I use my inspiration to give advantage?
Sure, why not? Ooh! Okay!
That definitely sounds like something.
It definitely did sound like something.
Hold on. I need to look up
he's taking
something.
pictures. He's looking up something. I thought he was about
He
to
said,
take a
he
picture.
said the word "hold
No,
on." Oh no!
I think you believe me at this point if I told you that I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, I was hoping that you did.
No reason, some pics.
What was your sword again?
It was a short sword, of just a normal +1 short sword.
So she goes ahead and pulls out the sword. Despite it being dunked in water, flames erupt from the blade itself. And the flames do not go away, as she then gives the end of the prayer as the holy light of the blade dies down, and she hands you a flame tongue.
Well, boss,
Holy
I don't think
shit!
I don't think you can ask for anything better than that. I don't think you
We
can
were just
ask for
talking about
anything.
this earlier.
This
I
is
don't
so
think you-
fucking meta.
So, I don't know if I've explained this, but when Tide was being made, your first item that you wanted that I didn't allow because it was pretty much banned in this side of the country for you to have was a flame tongue. And because I rolled a nat 20, and the first thing I thought of was, man, what if Tide got his flame tongue? If people don't believe the dice gods are real or the dice are sentient, I think this is proof.
They know how to tell a good story.
So congratulations, Tide. You have a short sword flame tongue.
Congratulations, you got what you wanted in the end.
Merry Christmas.
It's too early for Christmas.
It's Halloween!
Thank you, All Hallows Eve.
It took how long has it been since Tide came in to this group?
A bit. A bit.
Like how many months? Like how many months ago was that?
Maybe 3? 4?
Feels-
I don't. It's hard to keep
Like
track.
let's go on record and say it was probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah. So
He wanted a flame tongue. It took 5 months later, but he got it.
Wow, that's fast shipping.
But yes. Tide, how is Tide feeling holding a weapon that was mostly used on the enemy lines against you from the Phoenix Kingdom?
He's, of course, initially scared and terrified a little. Holding this blade of flame and remembering that night, takes a deep breath in, out. Flames are not my enemy. My enemy stands in front, fine in corruption. I'm gonna hold that hilt tight. I'm gonna flourish with it and turn the flames on.
As you attune yourself to the blade, as you swing it around in a mesmerizing gaze. So not only does it give off fire, it is blue fire when you hold it.
Oh yeah! I love
You just
it.
orgasm on the call.
So, hang on. I'm gonna roll one more thing. Yeah, no, it's blue fire. So, am I really doing this? Fuck it,
I
right?
guess you are.
Fuck it, why not? Your Tide's basically a temporary character. Instead of 2d6, it will now do 2d8.
Never let it be said that Joe doesn't do anything for you, boss.
Fair.
Hence why the fire is now blue.
You know, it said yes because it's a temporary character.
Oh, it's a temporary character. Why the fuck not?
Like I said, never let it be said that he doesn't do anything for you.
And
God, imagine God, imagine an ocean knight now wielding weapons of flame. This is the most heresy I've ever seen.
yes. As you go ahead and flourish this weapon, testing its ability, being one with the flame, with somebody that was born of water. This is where we'll end tonight's session. But before we go, so Tank, we do something new. We do something here that is called basically the voting inspiration. What that means is between the lot of you, I go down to each one of you and I ask, who do you vote for and for why? You actually have to give a reason. That's not bullshit. That's like,
Define bullshit.
Anything Clyde says.
Anything Clyde says. Like, you vote for you. I vote for you because you gave me a cookie. I vote for you because you are, you wore blue today, or basically reasons that are like, that doesn't deserve an MVP,
Yeah, the basic gist of it is that Joe's looking for reasons of like something that one of the characters did that was spectacular and very noteworthy.
And let this be said, you can vote for yourself, but don't abuse it.
All right.
So with that out of the way,
I wonder
Tank.
what that Tank thinks. Yeah.
Yeah, Tank, who do you vote for?
Starzin.
For?
Oh boy.
Making his girlfriend a new arm and his friend a new eye.
And all that it entailed.
Yeah, and all the jokes and all the laughs and jokes I got from it.
You know what? You couldn't ask for anything better in that regard.
And in the end of it, Starzin's getting tail after this.
No, he's getting a new hand.
Anyways, alright. I accept that reasoning.
He finally got to use the class ability on stream.
No
Pretty much,
way.
yeah.
In honor of they're making shit.
I do it all the time, but this is the first time I got to use this particular class ability.
Yeah, yeah. His thing is his specialty is literally for removal of limbs. He can replace them. Nobody's lost a limb
Till today.
till today.
And two at that.
Yeah. It's a 2-for-1 special. Alright.
You, Starzin, you are next.
Son of a bitch.
Come on,
All
do
right.
it. Vote for yourself. We all know you want to.
No. I refuse. Because while I could vote for my... The fuck did you just say to me?
Nothing.
Keep going, keep going.
Because while I could vote for myself, because while I did have a lot of good roleplay moments and also got to use my class ability, I think Tank should get it simply because because he had a hell of a character introduction, and also just the details with his class and all that other stuff that entailed with it. Not to mention just playing to the lords of the world. Chef's kiss. You can't ask for a better character introduction than that.
Okay. Because I know you're about to leave. Go ahead and tell me who you would vote for and for why.
Creepah because he's a warrior.
Oh.
Fine, I guess.
However, as so I guess as per the ritual, we should give new guy the vote because new guy gets inspiration always. There we go.
Fine, I guess.
Thank you.
All right. Boss, who do you vote for?
To be honest, I really want to vote for myself because the flame tongue. That is so fucking amazing.
I mean,
I
if
would
you
Like,
want
I
to,
initially
will.
thought it was gonna be a throwaway thing. Like maybe, oh, I got a +1. It does 1d4 like radiant damage, maybe.
That's the
But
thing.
no, I got
That
this.
was on the table. Is you getting a +1 short sword? When I rolled a because you gave the this was your inspiration roll, by the way.
I bet.
It was the inspiration roll that gave you the fucking nat 20.
Oh.
So go ahead. What's your vote? Just remember, I'm standing behind you with a gun.
I'm as much as I do want tank to get the vote, and that's sort of been like a theme or a tradition that the new guy gets the votes at the start of like their first game or
I don't know
session
what
here.
tradition this came from because so far I haven't done that.
Yeah, we actually, that Clyde was full of shit.
So
This
Clyde
wasn't a
was
tradition.
just talking. Okay. I am gonna
He
put
did
my
vote
vote.
for me, didn't he?
He
He
did
did.
put a vote for you. So technically there are 2 votes for you and 1 vote for Starzin. And
So
I'm
what's your
gonna
vote?
say I'm gonna put my vote to Starzin because he was being very well in character into this whole session from the beginning to the very end, as well as keeping vigilance and feeling the emotional responsibility of being the second captain and the responsibility of the crew that he felt personally atonement to this and wants to fix it.
Oh, boss. The truth is,
Game was rigged from the start.
the game was rigged from the start.
I knew that was
Alright.
coming a mile away.
Alright. Clyde, you're up next. As I go ahead and take this sound bit and put it before Boss, along with what Clyde said for his vote, and put it over here, because you guys fucking mentioned it.
Sorry.
Now I have to do extra fucking work!
Oh,
God damn it!
Oh no, you have to do extra editing. So much shit on your complex.
Well,
Enjoy those cornflakes.
well, anyways.
I mean,
All
Captain
right.
Crunch.
God damn it. Alright, with that out of the way, we go ahead and go on to the lucky die of the day, which is basically another chance for you guys to get inspiration. What am I saying? I forgot. This is a tie. I need to choose between Starzin and Tank.
I was gonna let you roll with it too because I was too
Same.
Dan, then what's your tiebreaker vote?
Yeah,
Just remember.
who's your favorite?
Just remember.
First of all, I'm not afraid of your puny bullets.
Good. It'll make it much more satisfying.
So, stacking up between the two, I'm going to have to give this to Tank.
Alright.
Because one, you know, the character introduction to this new character and the fact that, you know, the thought process of having this Eladrin Druid come into being for this world, and just the fact that, you know, Tank accepted coming onto here, like, huge fucking props for that.
I mean, you're a fun DM.
Thank you. But it was essentially, it was a tie, but I have to add in the fact that Tank, you did, like, I did ask everybody else, and you were like, you were the one that wanted to be on, so I have to give you the inspiration.
Thank you.
All is right with the world.
Now, we go ahead and go on to the lucky die roll. So basically, the lucky die roll is I choose. So between the three that did not get the inspiration, I roll a die, and whatever it lands on gets the inspiration.
Usually it's just Starzin, but let's see.
Sips gets it, I guess.
Alright.
Perfect. As long as it does, you know what? As long as it doesn't go to me or boss, I'm fine with it.
You guys always get it, or
Why
something?
the
You
fuck
guys
are you
always get
dragging
it?
me into this part?
Because I want to see you in the because I want to see you at the bottom of the food chain like you deserve to be.
So the best way to explain Creepah's thing, his shtick, Lady Luck likes to fondle his balls.
Basically, I get stupid lucky. I tend to get the luck die a lot more often than I have any goddamn right to. Hence, Lady Luck fondling, signing in for a night with me, and boss. Well, I just love to shit on boss sometimes.
So what that bat girl doing to Starzin right now with them new metal arm?
A rusty trombone.
I wonder. Hey, Starzin, what's your belt buckle? Is it a lock?
I like how I gave an answer and everybody just slid right past it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the latest episode of Primordials Bounty. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe, follow, leave a like or a comment, and we will talk to you guys next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Dragon of the
next
best species.
Tune in next time to see the fungus among us.
Yeah. Bye.